Numbers a lot of podcasts. Welcome back. Obviously, we're doing our 30 days, 30 nights, 30 for 30, whatever you want to call it. I know you're tired of seeing us, but we got you. We got you. One-stop shop for everything season preview, 22-23 season. This episode, we're doing the Charlotte Hornets. Last year, the Hornets ended up in the East, 10th in the East, actually. Made the play-in, lost to the Cavs, and they ended on the regular season 43-39, winning record for the Hornets. But I think they probably didn't do as well as people thought. So what they got this year? This year they drafted Mark Williams and Bryce McGowan. Tell us about them. Are they solid? What they gonna do? They gonna
Mark
play?
Williams stepping in, day one starter.
I definitely like Mark Williams.
I will say Charlotte is doing things now to appease LaMelo Ball. That was his gripe last year. He wants bigs that can catch lobs, and basically he gets upset. He was upset that they hadn't gone after a big, so they tried to get Montrez. Situation didn't really work out, and they drafted Mark Williams, which I think could be if Jalen Duran reaches his ceiling, and Mark Williams reaches his, he could be Jalen Duran light. Diet Jalen Duran. He blocks a lot of shots. He has a better touch than Jalen Duran. He can step out, hit some jump shots. He's not as athletic as Jalen Duran. He comes from a sports family, and it could be a good landing spot. I just hate the culture of Charlotte, the whole culture of Charlotte.
What is
it? See the advancement of Kai Jones. He's another one that, improved his body. This is his second year. He has some game. He can shoot the J. I'm just interested to see if he can last a whole year now. That he's bigger, stronger. I think that he can have a major improvement from year one to year two. So that's one person on that team that I'm interested to see this year.
I believe they're going to be a lottery team this year. I believe with the looming suspension over Miles Bridges' head is going to pretty much doom them for the rest of the season. They will be competitive for the most part, but, they just won't have enough to compete in the East with some of the heavy hitters. And I don't even see them, I put them in the same boat as like the New York Knicks. They got a little flash, but ultimately they just going to fall short.
Gordon Hayward, is he going to play?
Maybe. I mean, at this point, he's like a non-factor to me just because you can never depend on him to stay on the court. If I'm the organization, I'm looking to move past him, try to get something for him like a draft pick or something. Like if I'm MJ, I'm turning this year into a rebuild year. Because there's no incentive of trying to be competitive in the East this year. Like I don't see them. I honestly don't even see them like making like the play-in. Yeah, but I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? And so, if I'm them, I'm looking to tank, try to get as much draft capital as possible, and just try to develop the young talent we have on the team. Protect protect the ball, brother. You know what I'm saying? Make sure LaMelo get what he deserves. And hope this thing work out with Miles Bridges.
So I think they should I definitely think.
Are we gonna ever see Jello in the league somewhere?
No.
He be killing too in the summer league.
And then
that's the fucked up part.
They still got PJ Washington who can stretch the floor. If I'm not mistaken, he just got engaged.
I didn't want to talk about it.
He needs a reality show, man. He is Flavor Flav Jr.
He's a mentor.
I do like the Mark Williams draft pick. I think aside from rim protecting, he'll come in being kind of decent at playing pick and roll defense too. Saw a lot of that in college. He'll be a lob threat. I honestly just see a lot of volume shooting still from Melo and Terry Rozier. and they're going to shoot themselves out of a lot of games. They'll be. I won't say they'll be terrible, but again, with the way the East has improved yet again, they haven't improved at all, despite the 2 draft picks. And so I don't really see them making any kind of noise. Again, I think you get to the point to where if they're too bad toward the end of the year, they'll end up sitting Melo, maybe even try to trade in Oubre, who knows?
Yep, I see him
Oh,
trading.
yeah, I don't see any shooting on this team at all. Like outside of Terry Rozier, who else is like a legit guard, shooting guard? Like James Brooknight.
And like that's a whole number
I don't
7
see
draft
anybody on
pick
this
that doesn't
team.
even see the floor. That's a whole player that was drafted 7th in the draft and doesn't even see the floor. So
is this Jordan's fault? Like whose fault is this? Like
I mean, you gotta put a decent amount of it on Mike. Why not? Like this is Michael Jordan. Like it's not like he's a passive guy. So you got to understand that I'm pretty sure he has a say-so in almost everything and every acquisition that goes on with this team. I mean, he's constantly at games though. He's not really what you call it, like a skybox owner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he be on the sideline smacking motherfuckers.
He's in the mix. So a lot of this blame you do have to place on him. I'm pretty sure he wishes that he can get out there and try to save the team. But that's just not happening. Glenn Rice ain't walking through them doors either.
Or Muggsy. I will say what I just don't get it. As an NBA team, why do you continually hire old ass GMs? Like just the way basketball is played today. Like Mitch Kupchak is their GM. The same Mitch Kupchak that basically traded for Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like from Charlotte. And he's still a GM. And I get the money aspect. Like, yeah, you can talk contracts. But just the way the game is played, I know for sure you're not seeing it the way that the game's played.
At all.
And it's weird that I just look at James Jones goes right in and flips Phoenix all the way around.
That's like people that was alive during Jim Crow run the country. Like,
yeah,
it makes
that's
no
a whole
sense.
other podcast, but you're spot
it
on.
Makes no sense.
But you're spot on.
That's Third Eye Blind. That's the name of that podcast.
I like it. I'm gonna remember that. But yeah, and I really want to have that conversation about the higher up. I know we're not supposed to talk about the higher ups and the people in power, but like these GMs and these people in power and the owners giving out the money wrongfully, like it's trash. And it's kind of fucking up the league a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. So yeah. So the Charlotte Hornets, I can definitely see them being like 14th.
I think the prime example of seeing someone younger get put in the spot to succeed, and aside from James Jones, is what's my man who was coaching the Celtics? Excuse me,
Brad Stevens.
Oh yeah, Brad Stevens. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can definitely see him as a young GM doing this thing.
He is a young GM doing this thing in Boston.
Yeah, but
and then you turn around and then you see what Utah's doing right now. Utah is literally just repeating what Boston did because then Danny Ainge is there. Like, no matter who's on that team, you're going to repeat the cycle that you've done before, and it just doesn't work. Trajan Langdon flipped New Orleans quick. Like they're competitive. Like that's just the young. I mean, I even got to give Sean Marks credit how he flipped that Brooklyn team.
Facts.
It's just like, oh, you gotta have some young blood. You can't have Greg Popovich age niggas as your GM. His age range.
To that dude, but yeah, you're right.
That's all.
But all right, so Charlotte Hornet fans, wherever you are, good luck on this season, man. I heard Charlotte is a cool city. I might visit.
I hear Charlotte is a cool city.
I gotta visit Charlotte just to see. I'm Probably ain't gonna go to a Hornets game, but I gotta visit Charlotte for sure. That's dope. Good luck, Charlotte fans. Know there's a lot of podcasts. 30 for 30, back at you. We'll be back next time. Who knows who we'll do next time? We'll see.
I know. It's good. No, I'm playing.
That was a lot of podcasts. We out. I'll holler at y'all.